How's it going, gang? Chris Cards back through the mail Monday, number 200, our 200th episode of Through the Mail Monday. Quite the milestone for yours truly, Chris Cards. Thank you guys for joining me. Was going to do something special for episode 200, but I spent all of my editorial effort on the Halloween video, so I'm just going to go ahead and blow through these 6 envelopes like I normally do. Through the Mail Monday, we're opening up 6 returns I sent out to former ball players, maybe even current ball players, and hopefully they sign my cards and send them back. Our first return is from Mr. John Gorel. Right there, a nice 81 Donruss card from back in the day. 1964 top, signed very nicely. 6 years in the bigs. 3 years with the Twins. 3 years with the Cubs. Mostly a utility infielder, pinch hitter extraordinaire. 276 total games in those 6 years. Managed the Minnesota Twins in 80-81. Before going on and spending quite a few years in the Indians organization as a coach. I think he's still coaching up until a few years ago. So John Gorel, a baseball man through and through. A great return from him, including that Minnesota Twins team card as him as a manager on it. That was a pretty sweet little return. Nice to get this back. Great one to kick off episode 200. Let's move on to return number 2. Our second return hails to us from Providence, Rhode Island. Providence, Rhode Island with the Hot Wheels stamp there. Let's find a safe place to open this without tearing up cards, potentially. Looks like our second return is going to be Bill Allman. Bill Allman, 84 Topps Tiffany inscribed. Number 1 draft pick of the 1974 draft. He was drafted by the Padres. First overall. He inscribed it very nicely. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. That will look good in the binder with the rest of the 84 Topps autograph set. 87 Topps for the set and 84 Topps just for good measure as well. Little dinged up there in the corner. Glad I got an extra, and I'm glad he inscribed that one. 15-year career. Most of those years spent with that team that drafted him number 1. 6 with the Padres total. Product of Brown University, Ivy League, my friends. Smart dude. Infielder. Played a little left field. Like I said, 15-year career with 8 different teams. Very nice return from Mr. Bill Allman. Thank you very much. Nice return. There's my inscription note. That's all you got to do, and you get a nice, beautiful return like we just got. Let's move on to our third return. Next return comes to us from San Diego, California. Great place to be. Great place to visit. Great weather. And we've got a signed index card, guys. We've got a signed index card, and I can't tell who that is. But it is Bob Skinner. That did not look like a Bob to me. Bob Skinner, nice signed cards from Bob Skinner. 2-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champion, twice with the Buccos, once with the Cincinnati Reds, and we have an unsigned 55 Topps here with the facsimile auto on it, so maybe he thought he signed it, perhaps he just missed it. Probably just gave it a quick glance and maybe thought he already got it. That's a bummer. I will send that back to him because I'd really like to get that 55 signed. But there you guys go. Awesome return. 12 years in the bigs, mostly with the Pirates. 9 years total with the Pirates. Few years with the Cards. Few years with the Reds. And there you guys have it. Bob Skinner, father of Joel Skinner, who played a bit in the big leagues. Also managed a little bit with the Indians, I do believe. All right, guys, let's move on. San Bernardino, California, our next return, my friends. This one's a couple years old, so we'll see what we have grabbed from the vault. My vault box, by the way, is getting a little empty. So I am working my way through these, which of course means all the new returns are getting neglected, so go figure. Is that Tommy John? That is a wickedly... That's not a bad signature, but man, his signature has definitely gone downhill. Tommy John, famous for Tommy John surgery, which he had in 1974, the very first person who had the UCL ligament reassignment and all that stuff they did with his arm. In fact, he won 164 games after Tommy John surgery. 26-year career, 288 total wins. Didn't get into the Hall of Fame because more of a compiler of numbers because he played for so long. Spent most of his days with the Yankees, 8 years total. A few different stints with the Yanks. 4-time All-Star. He was a pretty good pitcher. 89 upper deck signed very nice for the set. 84 top signed for the set. These cards cost me $10 a piece back in the day, which was a couple years ago. And now he's asking $50 a card, a signature. And there are not many successes in 2022, so I don't think I would send him any money at all because even the people that do send him money, they're kind of left waiting. So that is Tommy John. He's AWOL as far as TTM is concerned. As far as I know right now, I have not seen many positive successes or returns from him in a while. So glad I got him on my set cards. Awesome to get those back. Thank you very much, Mr. John. And let's move on to return number 5. Next envelope is from Oakland, California. Oaktown. Let's see who we got in here. Man, I'm just not opening these up enough right now. I'm sort of in a funk. We got some more vintage. Lots of vintage this week. We got Eddie Brassud. Eddie Brassud, very nice signature for a man that's now 90 years young. 12-year career, 6 of those with the Giants, 4 with the White Sox, and he finished off his career with the 1967 World Series champion Cardinals. That's a nice way to end your career. Very nice return from Eddie Brassud. 60 tops, 61, 62, 65 tops, and a 1978 TCMA card. The 60s. They did a lot of throwback of the 50s and 60s, I do believe, and that card's pretty sweet. Got them all signed very nicely. There's his information. Spent a long time in Cali. He was a faculty member and coach at De Anza College for more than 20 years. 23 years, in fact, exactly before he retired. And how do I know that? Because I watched a YouTube video of him, an interview, when I was trying to figure out how to pronounce his last name. And he mentioned it in there, so that was a good thing I remember stuff like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have much to talk about during these openings. And there you guys go. Let's move on to our final return of the day. Phoenix, Arizona, our final return. 6th and final return of the day. Let's see who we have. Oh, those came right out. Getting better at this. Oh, another signed index card. I am rich with index cards this week. We've got Alan Bannister. Alan Bannister, #1 overall draft pick in 1973 of the Philadelphia Phillies. Never lived up to the hype. Originally drafted as a shortstop, he became kind of a utility guy and played everywhere except catcher and pitcher. Spent 5 years with the White Sox, 4 years with the Indians, pride of Arizona State University. 1971 silver medalist in the Pan American Games. Alan Bannister, and nice to get 2 of my 84 Topps cards knocked out. While playing in Japan in 1972, he was involved in a play that killed a man. He was playing shortstop. He was turning a double play, and he hit the Japanese runner heading towards him in the head. Killed him. That's pretty brutal. And that's Alan Bannister, man. I guess he had a rifle for an arm. Deadly arm, you could say. Legitimately. Literally. You can actually use the word literally here and actually have it make sense in the context. And that is it, my friends. Through the mail, a Monday at number 200. Look at the haul, guys. Look at those bright, pretty 84 Topps cards. They just pop off the page at you. The Green Athletics, the Red Angels, the Blue Indians. Very nice returns this week. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I do this every week. I've done it every week for the last 200 straight Mondays. That is fun. That is a good time for all. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me along with this journey while I will open up envelopes every week, 5, 6, 7. Who knows how many. And I will get all sorts of players. I will send off to players that I know I won't get back, and maybe I will get them back. You just don't know what I'm going to get every week on Through the Mail Monday, which makes it kind of fun. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to join me. Otherwise, just keep tabs on all Chris cards. Keep checking out what I got going on over here on my channel. Would love to have you here. Hit that like button before you take off and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's returns. And that's it, guys. I don't have much else to say. Spent last weekend at the NASCAR Championship races in Phoenix. That was awesome. A really good time. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Truck race was the best race. I knew it was going to be. I called it after the truck race. So that was the best race of the weekend. I guarantee it. And it was. I did take a picture for Trump 1. Saw that on my way to the NASCAR event. There you go, Trump 1. Nice little RV guy trying to sell his wares. I'm like, Trump 1 would like that. I'll take a photo of it and put it in the end of my TTM video. So there you guys go. That is it, my friends. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. See ya.